at the E-mini futures 2000 tick chart, and we're using price action rules and market geometry to determine where to enter for high probability setups. So as you can see, we started this morning off with this consolidation. We had a failed breakout here, and we know that most breakouts of trading ranges fail. Ended up pulling back, retesting this support, bounced back above EMA. We found support at EMA. We broke below a little bit right here, but we attempted to break out again, and that caused another failed breakout, which starts this nice spike down. We have overshoot of this downtrend. You can see when prices are oversold in this trend, it breaks out of the bottom of this trend line and causes a reversal up. Now you have a new low, first entry short when it breaks below this bear bar here. Pull back when it breaks back above this bull bar. Second entry short once it breaks below this bear bar here. So you have new low, first entry short, pull back, second entry short, and then a lower high confirming this second entry short. It's a decent trade. I wasn't here, unfortunately. On Mondays, I always like to come in a little bit late just to make sure when I come in, I have as much information as I can. You know, you never want to argue with the market on a Monday, like I always say. So it's important to get your mind state in the right place before you even start looking for trades on Monday. You know, you had your weekend where trading was completely out of your mind. At least it is for me. So when I come in on Monday, I want to make sure that I'm giving the market as much time to breathe, allowed myself to develop my edge in my mind and be ready to execute on a trade when it does form. So Mondays, you always want to take just the highest probability trades. Start your week off strong, get your understanding right, and all that. So I'm going to be sitting on my hands here. I drew this wider downtrend because we already created new low for this one, and it continued to work lower. So I'm watching this one. I'm thinking this one needs a new low, so maybe some kind of failed second entry long below EMA I can consider, but we'll see what happens. All right, guys, the price action so far has been pretty choppy. It's really difficult to find any clear structure. You kind of just have to follow these short-term channels, and they don't really fit too well. Like you can draw it like this with overshoot and then break, push to new low, or you can just draw it like this that has regular break, push to new low. Either way, after this new low was created, we reverse it up here. I had a tighter channel drawn originally, but you can see after we rejected pretty strongly off the EMA, we broke below it a little bit, but it wasn't for long, and then we ended up going back up. So I'm thinking that the channel is something like this. It still needs to create new extreme. We have a second entry long here. Let's see. You can consider entering that, but it's a little bit risky considering it broke below EMA first. So if we get a higher low here, I'll definitely be considering taking that trade to test new extreme for this uptrend. But in days like this, it's really all you got. These little short-term channels, there's no wider structure. It looks like a trading range that's like tilted down, some bearish imbalance, but then you spike above EMA. So it's like there's no like wider structure or wider bias. It's all just these short-term channels. But sometimes that's all you need is just these little guys, and then you know that they follow the same price action rules that everything else does, and they need to create new extreme just like everything else. So hopefully we can get a lower high here. I'm really not expecting to take a trade today though. ATR is pretty slow. It's 1.9 right now. And price action is pretty choppy. I mean, it's just really, really slow. So gonna just be sitting on my hands. And there's gonna be more opportunities this week, so I'm not really gonna try to rush anything today. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. Overall, pretty tricky price action today. Looks like there's some kind of wider downtrend, maybe something like this. It probably gonna still test new low eventually. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. The only trade I see in hindsight is this one. We have new low, first entry short, pull back second entry short, and then a lower high confirming it. This downtrend still needs new low. I was gonna go long here because this uptrend needs new high, and we have new high, first entry long, second entry long, and then a higher low confirming it with like a double bar entry, but it never triggered above this bull bar. So I had to sit on my hands there. Luckily I did because it ended up reversing down. And ended up probably creating new low for something. But overall, pretty decent. Started the day in the trading range. Always watch out for these failed breakouts. They can lead to complete reversal. 99% of the time I think they fail. So always watch out for those in trading ranges. You never want to take the breakout as a trade. You'll end up losing a lot of money that way. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be uploading every weekday my live charting session. Thank you guys for watching, and good luck with your trading.